What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. Bungie has brought the Dreadnaught back with the newest episode of Final Shape. With its return, players can re-explore the depths of the Taken King's vessel through a new activity called the Nether. In this activity, players will complete various roguelike encounters against Hive, Dread, and Taken forces. Not only will there be plenty of enemies to keep you busy, but there's a lot of mysteries aboard the Dreadnaught, including hidden areas and chests, collectibles like these nasty looking Taken worms, secret dialogue cues, and puzzles galore. In today's video, we're going to be covering 5 lesser known secrets of the Dreadnaught that many players have missed whenever exploring this new area. So take my hand, Guardians, as we journey into the unknown. If you end up enjoying today's video and want to see more content like this, then be sure to hit that like button down below and the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated and will really help out when it comes to that algorithm. The first Dreadnaught secret that we'll check out is your ability to witness the Hive evolution. Next to the Court of Oryx and the Hall of Souls, you'll find a cursed Thrall that's just hanging out here on a ledge. While your first instinct will be to kill this enemy, you'll quickly discover that it's just going to come back. If you leave this enemy alone for a long enough time period, it'll eventually go back to this cave area, where it'll start munching on these hive worms. And in that process, this cursed Thrall will become an acolyte. And by leading that enemy out to the balcony area, it'll eventually find another group of worms. And once it starts munching on those, it'll cause this acolyte to become a big beefy sword-bearing knight.
Guardian down.
The Trenchway is one of the first areas that you go through when first arriving at the Dreadnaught, and in this area, there's a lot of secrets. On the far side area, there's a secret boss encounter that you can activate by interacting with 3 lanterns. You might recognize this area as the island that led players to the final showdown against Oryx in the Taken King storyline. After activating the 3 lanterns, you'll summon a large Taken Ogre. He goes down pretty easily and drops a couple of boons to help you out while on the Dreadnaught. And before you leave the island, be sure to grab the secret chest that's over on the side. And if you have issues crossing, be sure to use those invisible platforms. Another secret within the Trenchway is a tunnel system that snakes through the upper wall structure of the Trenchway and leads to absolutely nowhere. This cave system was in the original Dreadnaught, but very few players knew about it. One difference about this hidden tunnel is that the new version of the Dreadnaught provides you with these invisible platforms, helping you climb up to the bottom side entrance of the tunnel, and by climbing all the way up to the top, you'll spawn a secret chest, a boon to help you out in the Dreadnaught, and a portal that's going to lead you back down to the bottom. But you only trigger these when going up the tunnel from the bottom entrance. When exploring the mausoleum, you'll come across an area that's filled with giant black tentacle-like structures. Within this Taken corruption, there is a chest that many players will pass right over. There's a lot of black in this area, so it can be hard to notice, but there are 4 Taken orbs that can be destroyed. One of these Taken orbs even has a Cabal hanging from it, which could be a subtle callback to the very first Taken King mission, where we saw a Cabal phalanx get assimilated. Destroying these Taken orbs will spawn in a Taken phalanx, and after defeating the 4th, a secret chest will spawn in, along with a boon to bring you added benefits while in the Dreadnaught. Another hidden interaction within the mausoleum is a secret portal that leads you into a mindscape, which is similar to what we see out of Oryx in the final encounter of Kingsfall. When you go into this side room of the mausoleum, you'll find a sleeping Shrieker. When you defeat this Shrieker, a portal is going to open up. You'll notice that there are several chests, but to open them, you have to sacrifice a bit of your own health to the statue. This grants you and you alone access to one chest, which will randomly drop new seasonal armor, weapons, and vendor resources. When traversing the founts, you'll notice that there's a wall filled with Hive tombs, and many of these have lit up symbols. If you step just outside of the area, through the broken wall, you'll find that there's a pedestal with 3 Hive markings. If you shoot the 3 corresponding symbols that are found on those tombs, you'll spawn in another secret chest. This needs to be done in order from left to right. If the tombs are shot out of sequence, then cursed thralls will spawn out of the tombs. That covers all the main secrets that we wanted to address in today's video, but I do have one further PSA about a common concern that many of you might be having. When exploring the Dreadnaught, you've likely come upon these disgusting, cancerous-looking black and white blobs. This is a planetary resource called metastasized essentia, and they can be collected, but why should you pick these up? Well, if you collect 10 of these and head back over to Eris Morn's apartment, you can turn them in here at this creepy looking crystal, and by turning these in, you'll get Essence of Desire, Enhancement Cores, Ascendant Shards, Ascendant Alloy, and Revised Arrival Weapons. So even though they look like a big ball of cancer, be sure to collect these as you traverse the Dreadnaught. And with that, we've covered several lesser known secrets that many players have missed when exploring the Dreadnaught. Were you among those who have already discovered any of these? Well, let us know what those are down in the comments. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.